for the founders out in the room that are building something that needs to be enterprise grade, I think the first thing we need to understand is the seriousness of the mission, the seriousness of who we're serving. And the people that you're going to be working with, they want to get it right. And first and foremost, the data needs to be secure and the processes need to continue to work. Especially when you're working with a large enterprise, a small disruption does not exist. Everything is a massive disruption that gets compounded across their tens or hundreds of thousands of members of the team. We've seen this with the foundational model companies, and this is where an agentic harness or an agentic orchestration system is really important, because what happens when you're relying on a model and it stops returning, but you put it into a workflow now? What happens? What's the fallback? And I think that's been one of the areas that got people caught up a little bit, is you got to make sure that you have the redundancies. You also need to make sure that you have the scale. As the foundational model companies have been getting more and more popular, there's been times where the top technology companies in the world have not been dependable enough to put into a mission-critical workflow. So you need to have your fallback plan. So I think security, scalability, compliance, and understanding the seriousness of the mission are some of the core principles that I would think about.